Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I am making, I miss you too, baby. Today, you're my favorite too, buddy. Today, there's a little chill in the air. Fall's here. I live in Wisconsin, so fall's here to me. And I wanted something that was fallish, so I'm making a pork loin in the slow cooker with apples and onions and a little bit of mustard and thyme and stuff. So let's just jump right in and get started. You know I love a slow cooker meal. You just set it and forget it. So yeah. I have this pork loin here, right here. It's about 1.5 pounds. And normally with these, I like to rinse them in cold water and pat them dry, but I ran out of paper towels, so I am not gonna be able to do that right now. So I'm just gonna get to seasoning. So I have black pepper, generously black pepper, all sides. And then, of course, I have sea salt. I love sea salt. I never use the iodized salt, ever. Never, ever. Just sea salt. And then I also have some dried thyme I'm gonna put on here as well. And then just flip it over and do it on all the sides. I also have this cast iron pan right here on high heat, so we could brown it on all sides. You know how I like to brown the meat before you throw it in the slow cooker, so it adds a little to it. So my pan is smoking here, and I'm just gonna throw it right on. Sizzling. And you're gonna wanna get it nice and browned on all the sides. While this meat is getting browned, I'm gonna start on the onions. So I have a yellow onion here. It'd be better with a red onion, but I forgot to get one at the grocery store, and I was gonna be like, well, I guess I'll just do this video another day, but I always do that and I never make a video, and I feel like I want to start making more videos, so I'm just gonna do it even if I don't have all the ingredients. This is like my realistic dinner for the day. So we got the yellow onion. Red's better. And I'm just going to, there's just like, sometimes in onions you get like that weird like brown ring where there's just like a ring of nasty onion and you're like, what happened here? I'm gonna pick you off. Oops, I dropped that piece on the floor. And move on. But yeah, I'm just gonna quarter it so it stays, it doesn't get like super thinned out. Still like a chunk of an onion. Yeah, what's up, baby? So like this size. No, maybe like a bloomin' onion size. And then I have 2 apples. I have a Cortland and a Gallo apple. What? Yeah, I'm putting this with the meat. And I'm also gonna keep the apples pretty big because this is gonna be in the slow cooker for quite a while. And you don't want the apples to get too mushy and just like fall apart. What's up, babe? Yeah, you can have that apple. Let me finish cooking this and then I'll get you an apple. The meat's pretty browned. Like, see that? Beautiful. Stick it in there. Okay, so I got the pork loin in here and now I'm gonna add some stuff. So, I got apple cider vinegar and I'm gonna add, I wanna say like 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And then I also have Dijon mustard. And then I'm gonna add about 1.5 teaspoons of that. I also have a little bit of better than bouillon vegetable. I'm gonna add some more pepper. What am I doing? I need to add the other stuff too. I'm crazy. I almost forgot about the onions and the apples. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So the onions, I'm just gonna throw in there. I'm gonna put a couple right on top so the onion flavor kind of like soaks down. Throw them right in there. You don't have to separate them. And then I also got the apples. I'm gonna toss right in there too. Get some on top so that nice appley flavor gets in there. And then I'm going to sprinkle some more thyme on there. I hope this is good. I've never made this before. And maybe I'll put in the beginning. Okay, so if it's good, I'm gonna post it. If it's not good, maybe that's what I should do. Just videotape myself making dinner every night. And then if it's good, post it. And then if it doesn't turn out good, don't post it. Because I come up with meals like off the top of my head sometimes. And sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's a miss. And then I'm gonna just sprinkle a couple pinches of salt right on top. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more pepper on top of the apples. And then I have sugar. I know. You know what? I'm gonna put brown sugar. I'm not gonna put white sugar. What am I thinking? White sugar? No. Brown sugar, the superior sugar. I love brown sugar. Okay, so I got dark brown sugar. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some right on the top. And something's telling me to throw a bay leaf in here. So I'm gonna throw a bay leaf in here as well. Hopefully this will make it to the cut because I'm really craving something with these flavors in it right now. So I hope this turns out really good. And obviously if you're watching it, it's turned out good. All right, anything else? Anything else I should put in there? Just ginger? Should I put ginger? Am I going too far in a certain direction that I don't want to go in? Nah, I'm not gonna put ginger. I'm gonna put a little ginger. This is just ginger powder. I'm just a light sprinkling right on top. There we go. Where's the lid? Here's the lid. And I'm gonna set it to high. Throw that lid on. And I know it doesn't have, I didn't add any like water or broth or anything, but trust me, the juices make a lot, like the meat makes a lot of juice, so you'll be fine. And if it does seem a little dry, you could always add a little water. But I'll see you, so I'm gonna let this cook on high for like 2 hours and then I'm gonna flip it over the next day. And this is me jumping in the video to tell you that this dish is a delight. It is, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I wasn't expecting like it to be as great as it was for the first attempt, just coming off the top of my head, thinking of the things I wanted to put together that I knew like went well together and just throwing it in a slow cooker and it actually turning out fan-freaking-tastic, let me tell ya, was a real treat, okay? So, boop, boop, watch the rest of the video on how to make it because it was delightful. And then I'll see you at the end to assemble the sandwich together. All right, so I've tried the pork. Not gonna lie here, there's chunks missing out of it because I tried it. It's delicious. So I'm gonna pull it out and we're gonna slice it right now. Okay, because I'm gonna make sandwiches with this. So I'm just gonna slice it. And you could eat it like this with like some sides and like put some of the onions and apples on there and stuff. But I'm making mine into a sandwich, like I said, with pretzel buns. I'm so excited. I love a pretzel bun. Maybe it's because this like seems like Oktoberfesty and it's about to be October, why I wanted something like this. All right, so I sliced it. Oh, there's a big chunk missing already. I don't even know if this piece is gonna slice. It just fall apart on this end. Yeah, so good though. Let me try it. So well. So I'm gonna put this sliced meat back in here, and at this point I did turn the temp down to low, and I think right now, since it's pretty much done, I'm just gonna let it simmer in here for a little bit, like a real low simmer. I'm gonna turn it down to just warm. Okay, so this is the next day. I ate the sandwich last night and hung out with my husband and had a good time, and the time just got away from me, so I was like, I'll just make it with the leftovers in the morning. So here we are. So I'm gonna show you how to assemble the sandwich. Where we left off was I had cut the meat, put it in the thing, and boom, boom, bam. Bet you it tastes even better today now that it's been sitting overnight in the juices. So I got these pretzel buns here. Pretzel like sausage roll kind of style buns. And I'm just gonna cut this straight down the middle, all the way in half. I'm not gonna keep it together at all. And I'm gonna pop it in the oven. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna pop it in the oven this side down. So, cut side down. You use a toaster too if you want. While that is getting toasted in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to assemble the mayo. So I'm just doing a simple mayo. It's just mayonnaise and Dijon mustard. But boy, I tell you, it is good. So this is where you get to decide how much you want it, because I don't know about you, but I love mayo. I love it globbed on stuff. I just love it so much. And then I'm just gonna do a little squirt of Dijon. You don't want like equal parts Dijon and mayo, because that'd just be like too much, I think. So just a little squirt. And this is the color of like, look at it. It's still pretty creamy and white looking. It's just like a golden, like a hay color kind of. So that's done. And then I found a half of a red onion in my fruit drawer for some reason. So I made a quick pickle. It is equal parts water and red wine vinegar, a little salt, a little sugar, and just let it sit. You can use it pretty quick, within like 20 minutes. So yeah, and oh, I also put these on top because, you know, they put like, I don't know what kind of salad it is. Pasta salad, potato salad. I'm not a big pasta, potato salad kind of person. But I know that they put like celery and apples together, and the meat has apples in it. These pickles taste like celery. They must have like celery seeds in here or something, because these pickles taste like celery. So I'm putting these on top because I thought they'd go together. They're the Vlasic bread and butter chips. I would go with Vlasic because I do buy different brands of bread and butter chips, and they all taste different. So this is the first one I've had that tasted like celery. So if you want to taste like celery, get the Vlasic. Let me check my toasty toast buns. These are nice and good. So I just reheated this in the microwave so it's hot. And then for the Dijon mayo, I'm just gonna stick it on both sides. And when I tell you, whew, I'm gonna make this again, and probably soon. That's how good it was. It was something that I would buy at a restaurant and think it was amazing. Like, I mean, I cook good food, but then there's like once in a while, there's something I make and I'm just like, this is freaking amazing. You know, like stuff's good, but you ever like, do you have certain things that you've eaten in your life and it's a memory for you, like a core memory, like you remember it, exactly what it tastes like, you love it. Like I remember on my honeymoon, we went to the Cayman Islands and we ate at this one restaurant. I had a pork chop and I will never forget this pork chop. It was so freaking good. Like I've had a million pork chops, but this pork chop was so good to me. I still remember it. That's this sandwich too. Like it's a good sandwich. It's a good sandwich. All right, so let me stop yapping and put this more of my pickles out of the way so you can see better. So I got the buns, both sides with the mayo. And then remember I sliced the meat? So this is about, I want to say a half an inch thick. I sliced the meat. I'm just gonna stick it right on the bun. And then where's another piece of meat here? And then I got one more piece of meat here. I'm gonna stick it on there as well. And then I got the apple bits. So I'm gonna put some apple bits on here and mush them, and the onion bits. I was thinking I might try it next time with the red onions in the meat part. Like I was saying how I thought it would be better, but then it's like, it was so good this time I don't want to like change anything, because then what if it's not as good, you know? So I got some apples and onions on here. And then next I'm gonna put these pickles. I love a pickle. I feel like you need acid on a sandwich at all times. Like you cannot not put something pickled or vinegary on a sandwich. It's just a travesty if you don't. Like that. And then I also got the pickled red onion here. So good. Pop the bun on top. So good. Let me show you. That looks amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I will see you next time. Go make this. It's really good.